Sagittarius, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. I am probably going to change up these readings at the first of the years. I'm just going to make them a little different than what I've been doing because I'm getting the urge to do that. So no telling, I don't know how it's going to end up yet. We'll find out, but I can read them no matter how I decide to put them down. So I'm not worried about that. So yeah, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we are just going to get started for Sagittarius. Let's find out. And there you are, as the King of Wands already. Any advice is going to be so helpful, please, universe. These are general readings. They will not resonate with everyone. You can take from them what you will. You can check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, which you can find online. There's a lot of websites to find your moon sign. Or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. Okay, we've got a couple cards left for the second part of the reading. The Knight of Wands. Oops, if I could hang on to that. The Knight of Wands is so flighty, it flew right out of my hands. And that's exactly the kind of energy this is. Very flighty, very unstable, insecure, in and out of your life type energy. This could be an energy this could be, your energy, or it could be someone else around you that runs in and out. They could run in with the staff of passion and leave with a staff of, or run in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings and run out with the staff of passion. So, they're a lot of times they're just players. So I'm not sure why the Knight of Wands is here yet, but let's keep reading. Up in your highest energy, I have the King of Wands. Okay, I'm already getting a picture here. It starts with the Knight of Wands, very immature energy, okay, in and out of your life type energy. But in your highest energy, I have the King of Wands. Now this is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this is your card, Sagittarius. But the energy is holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand. Very mature-minded, the kings and queens, very mature. And you have your hand on your hip. So it's like you're ready to move forward. You haven't gotten up yet. I think that you think that this Knight of Wands, or perhaps this is actually happening, they might be changing into a more grown-up type personality. I need to keep reading. I know you want to move forward. I know your hand's on your hip, and it's like, say the word, and you're moving forward, okay? But you're not up. You're still sitting there. I have the Four of Wands next to the King of Wands, and right above the Knight of Wands. The Four of Wands. This is a very strong connection, soulmate card. See the 1111. There's union between two people. There's a lot of love, and there's a lot of joy associated with this card. Celebration. It can be a card of marriage. Now, I'm thinking so far that you're hoping this person will settle down and become this person so that you can move forward into this energy. They are a very strong soulmate. So that's what's pulling the two of you together. But that doesn't mean you have to be with them, because it all depends on what, whether or not they're going to stay in this energy, or are they going to mature into the King of Wands. Male or female. All the cards are male or female. I have the Three of Wands next to the Four of Wands. A lot of wands so far, huh? So the Three of Wands, this is your energy of holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and looking out over the world and waiting and watching and wondering for your ship to come in. Look, there's 3 ships out there. I think You know, if this is your reading, I think you're on the outs with the Knight of Wands. I think they've run off again. I think they run in and out. And you're never really quite certain when they're running back in, but you have deep feelings for them. I have the Justice card under the King of Wands and next to the Knight of Wands. This is the card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But you're starting to put your sword up. You're becoming much more self-protectant with that sword up. And you're starting to get your scales balanced. You're starting to realize that this energy is not very stable. So, you know, you want to be balanced. You want to be stable. And so you're really starting to get on guard about protecting yourself. This is self-justice here. And so here you are. You're like, when are you running in again? I think you got some things you might want to say. Because your sword's up. Swords are about truth, clarity, and a lot of times through conversation. And your scales, you're trying to keep them balanced because they throw you off balance every time. It's like that you get these high hopes and then they let you down. I have the Eight of Swords next to the Knight of Wands and under the Three of Wands. So you're choosing to stay in this relationship with these hopes that it will amount to something. Okay? There's swords here all around you of truth and clarity. You're bound, but your feet aren't bound. Your mouth isn't bound. You can walk. You can talk. I think you're getting ready to talk here. And I think you're starting to feel this, like, this energy of the Knight of Wands a little bit more as the days go by. And they run in and out, and you're really kind of noticing maybe this is just the way they are, you know, all the time. And I don't know, I kind of feel like something's going to be said because you're going to have to get yourself rebalanced. I have the Hermit under the Justice card. This is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But you, in your times alone and trying to get yourself balanced, you're really seeking advice and guidance from the universe on your path forward. So the Hermit here, as you spend your times alone, they hear you. The universe hears you, and they're trying to enlighten you. So this reading is going to be partly about enlightening you, about maybe some things like you're choosing. You feel trapped. Maybe you don't realize you're not really trapped, you know, in this situation, but you might feel that way. There's a lot of things this Hermit might be pointing out. I have the Ten of Pentacles right next to the Hermit. This is a card of the security, stability, groundedness. You got the Four of Wands. So you really were thinking marriage with this person, like a long time commitment. The connection is real, okay, either way. Doesn't mean it always works out. There is a union between two people again right there. There's extended family, pets. There's a child tucked in the right down here, the edge of the card. Very family oriented, very grounded, and it is a card of commitment. So I really do think that you were hoping for some type of commitment, but they're just not acting like it. I have the Five of Swords next to the Ten of Pentacles and under the Eight of Swords. So there it is. You're picking up your swords of truth and clarity. And you're looking back at them. And I think there's something, some other energy attached to them, either a person or a thing, something, that is contributing to their flightiness. And I think you're going to get to the bottom of it because you are definitely picking up those swords of truth and clarity. Let's see where this is going. You are waiting for them to come back in this reading, which you've probably done, you know, many times. And more cards here, please. I think I need one more. Let's see what we got. So I have the moon right next to the Three of Wands. Yeah, I think they are going to come back in. I think they're going to surprise you. It might be when you least suspect it. It's like that lobster crawling out of the water. You didn't know it was there until it crawled out. This is like something that's hidden that's going to be revealed. So the next time that they come back in, something's going to be revealed. It's because you're in self-protection mode, and I think you're going to ask, you have a question for them, okay? And I think this is going to be very revealing to you. This is the card for Pisces, like I said, that might be strong in their chart, your chart, or around this reading. It's right next to the Three of Cups, and here they are coming back in. Now, whatever happens here, it looks like it will turn out to be a happy reunion. It's not going to turn into a fight. It's not going to turn into anything that you're going to wish never happened. I think you are going to have a meeting of the minds, and I think it's going to be very loving. I think they're going to say the right things. They might have love for you, and it might come out in this meeting when they return the next time, but not until you say what you need to say or ask what you need to ask. I have the Four of Swords next to the Three of Cups. Very spiritual. Yeah, while they're gone, you are searching for those swords of truth and clarity. So I think you've already made up your mind. You're going to let them go because you feel like there is another energy. Maybe that's the question associated with them that's keeping them running in and out of your life. So these swords of truth and clarity come to you because you're asking the universe for, you're praying or meditating or soul searching for your answers, and you're getting them. So you're going to know exactly what to ask the next time they come in. So it's almost like you can't wait for them to come back in so that you can get some things resolved. I have the Five of Wands under the moon and next to the Eight of Swords. So the Five of Wands, this is your mental struggles. It's like anxiety, stress, confusion, all over this energy that you have deep feelings for and high hopes for because of their actions. This is really what needs to be talked about. You can't live in that Five of Wands energy forever. And you are not stuck in it. You are going to do something about it. I have the King of Pentacles next to the Five of Wands and right under the Three of Cups. Now this is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart or theirs. But you're looking at the Pentacle here. That you need the stability. You need to be grounded. You need a more mature energy than the Knight of Wands. You want the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. You want them grounded. You want to look towards a future with them. And this is going to come up because the way they're acting now, that's really hard to do. I have the Magician next to the King of Pentacles and under the Four of Swords. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. So through all this meditation, you are figuring out that you have the power to manifest what it is you want, that you have all the tools to make a relationship work, and you're going to know what to do to get what you want. So whether it's from them or someone else. But I feel like it's going to be from them because I don't see them running off. I don't see any tower moments. I see that it's working out. I have the Two of Swords under the Five of Wands and right next to the Five of Swords. Well, yeah, it's kind of like the Eight of Swords, kind of like an ostrich with its head in the sand. I think that you were kind of letting it slide, their actions, but it came to a point you just can't do that anymore. You had your heart guarded. By letting it slide, you were guarding your heart from having a breakup or a blow up. Your swords are up in self-protection there to protect your heart. And the blindfold's on, and so that is just not seeing it, not dealing with it by choice. But then you do, okay? And you are. Because you can't, you got to get out of your head. That'll drive you crazy. I have the Six of Swords next to the Two of Swords and under the King of Pentacles. So I see you working this out. I see, you know, up here it's a happy reunion. I think they're going to tell you something that you really didn't know that's going to kind of be an enlightenment experience. And you're going to be moving away from these rocky waters towards smoother, calmer waters. And so it's like the more truth that you pick up from each other, the further you can get across that lake, and that's exactly where you want to go. That is where the commitment is. That is where the maturity and the really becoming a part of a relationship is. It's going to take a little bit of work to get there. I have the Fool next to the Six of Swords and right under the Magician. My voice is cracking. The Fool is fun. It's carefree. It's throwing caution to the wind. You might have jumped into this relationship a little bit quicker than normal because it was so fun. And that might be part of their energy, them being the Knight of Wands. It was easy to be the Fool in this relationship. And the reason this card is called the Fool is because someone always comes to the edge of the cliff. The fun never lasts forever. It's not like you're not going to have fun. It's just that this carefreeness, this living in the moment type energy, you start to look toward the future. And that's what you're doing here with the King of Pentacles and the Magician right above the Fool. So you're realizing that this is the type of energy that you've been living in, and I think you're tired of it. You've come to the edge of the cliff. Now you want to make plans. Now you want to see if you can actually be a couple, you know, or focus on the future here. I'm going to take out an angel card. Let's see what else there is for you to know. You can take from this card what you will. Oh, one came out. That's going to be your card. Okay. It's the Two of Thought. I'm going to read this card to you. Put my glasses on here. Your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you are reviewing, and you seem to be unable to choose. You're really being up in your head here, and you've got your sword up, you know, like I said, against this energy. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. So it's very reassuring, especially if you're doubting yourself somehow. Be strong. If this is your reading, don't be afraid to say something about your own happiness. All right? So Sagittarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.